Alright guys, it's Musa. Yeah, we made some improvements on the fencing of the chickens. Chickens are great to help you in the garden. They give you the feces, fertilizer. They eat a lot of the bugs and all that. But you know what? You have to be careful though. After a while, they start doing this. As you can see, this is what they call salad here. Truth be told, guys, I don't know if this is like loose leaf lettuce or romaine. I've been trying to figure that out. But anyway, you see these guys up here, they hadn't really touched these. Actually, we've been munching on those. But if you look in the back, it is low back there. And they started going through here and getting a little bit too hungry on the backside. It's okay, no problem. Everything else is still coming in. We still got the coochie. Oh, I want to show y'all this, by the way. Look at the okra. Okra's coming in beautifully, but all right, guys, look down here. It's coochie, sorrel, hibiscus, bissap. If you look it up online, I think bissap might be the easiest way to find it. You see this guy? It's a beautiful little plant in here, and it produces this berry. And basically, they take this whole flower, the berry included, and they make Wanjo, 53% in 1 cup, guys, of the iron that you need. You see that nice, beautiful red color? There's a lot of information out there that source that will source colors, depict what minerals are in them. It's not even bad. They add sugar to theirs. It tastes really good. Sometimes we get a little carried away. Sugar and uh, what's that? Ginger, mint. We get a little crazy with it. But the other one out here, like I just wanted to show y'all that now that it came up. Uh, Now it's Karen, they say. I'm trying to get ready to try this out to see how what it tastes like, how it works. Okay, can a brother eat it? Basically, um, I forgot what was over there, but there's something else going on that line there. But yeah, the harvest is coming in pretty nice. You may be wondering, like, those plants don't look like they're doing it good. Man, these plants have been harvested 3 times, by the way, and they keep that's 3 times. These things will sprout on you in 3 days. So the beautiful part is I love Wanjo. Wanjo's good for everybody here. Even this here, after this is done, we take the leaves after she gets finished making it, the juice from it, because all she takes it is pound it and she throws it over there with the goats and the chickens. They eat it too. Now, on top of that, and I believe, God, that's some kind of amaranth. I can't say it. Anyway, I think that's some type. I'm gonna recheck it when it gets a little bit bigger. You also get seeds off these plants. So when you let them go to this flowering stage, that flowering stage there, they will start producing seeds. When they produce those seeds for you, you collect those seeds and you got more of this stuff coming in. That's beautiful. Beautiful stuff. And by the way, those will sprout. Some of those be going over here. We'll be replanting another harvest of this. Uh, the people out here love it. And they pay okay for it. It's not a bad price. You see, we got onions coming up over there. And this is just at home, guys. This is just at home. We have not been to Josipho yet to get everything going there because we got a couple other things going out there. Now, that being said, guys, been feeling fairly good, getting through a lot of the other projects. Guess what? We're back on the fish pond. We gotta take this thing about 4 foot down, or about just say 3.5 meters. I'm still getting used to metrics, guys. Down and take it back. I'm gonna do my numbers again, but we should have, if everything goes right, about 1,000 fish in this tank. So that'll be another income-based situation. That'll be really nice. So I'm gonna show y'all how this goes. By the way, the further you go down, I don't know if you can tell that from this angle, but And you may be wondering, like, what's those foam pieces for? That stuff works really good for concrete. Woo! Had to step down there. That was pretty far. Anyway, when we get down further enough, chickens won't stop messing with it. They will now because they hemmed up now. Anyway, now you're gonna. I'm gonna wet this area, make this a little soft for us to dig in here. But if you notice, this is kind of grayish or whatever. This is topsoil. After you get a little bit further down, you start getting to a little bit of, siltier, sandier areas with a little bit of clay mix in there. And the deeper you get, now I've had this hole dug out once before I got sick. And I was down way deeper than this, down to at least my waist down. And that's when I hit clay. I want to go down a little bit deeper in that clay. And then we should really get to see a good area to actually put this in. The 4 foot down is what I looked up online. They stated that it helps them control the temperature of the water. And at first I was like, it's a tropical area. That ain't gonna matter that much. Then I started thinking again. I said, well, wait a minute, hold up. One, all it is more labor. Two, I get a benefit of more fish that I can hold in this area. I said 1,000, but 1,000 was based off this measurement, not off the going down 4 foot. The other thing it gives me is the concept of, how you get in the pool and you get out and that water on the surface is cold, or if you got your head above the water, whatever, it's cold right there, but everything underneath the water is temperature regulated. And I started thinking, like, well, if that surface of water gets really cold and they ain't got that much depth to go down, it could get pretty cold for them. And every now and again, we do get a 60-degree night, and that's too close to killing temperatures for them. Take it down 4 foot, and if you notice, it's about soil. Anytime you go somewhere close to like um, between 4 and 6 foot down, almost any place in the world, the temperature is regulated. So um, some areas it can be 60 degrees, some areas it can be 50 degrees. So if you need some like refrigeration that's not too cold, or if you're trying to stay warm, go underneath the earth, or at least pack yourself. I'll pack it, about 4 feet, 6 foot down. Um, Anyway, I'm gonna get out here. I'm gonna start watering this. Y'all give me a minute. We're gonna be right back. All right, guys. I don't know if you can see. Got the hose out. I'm gonna put some more water in this thing, and we're gonna try to soften up this dirt. I'm gonna take off. I don't know if it's just mentally a mental aesthetic or what, but Ooze would like to, instead of digging deeper, to keep taking his edge off. Some people could say it's safety. Now, to be honest with you, I would dig over there first where the water's hitting, then come back to this here. But of course, the whole time breaking this down. But that would be two people working. This is by myself. I'll go ahead and appease him on that. But he didn't say nothing about safety. He said flat out he was hoping it'll make the dirt easier to break up. Whenever he gets here, though, he likes to take over the work. I know he's younger than me and all, but still, can get this done. But here we go. I do have to watch out with the back though, because the back be on some other junk. As a matter of fact, you're gonna see me do some lazy junk. I'm gonna probably be sitting on this ridge, swinging over here, because I can tell you now, I already started to feel a little pain. But that's okay. We're gonna keep this job. We're gonna keep this going. And that's my other thing about people. People think about the medical issues and stuff. Like, man, they may not have the same facilities and all that. Well, you know what? They actually have pretty decent ones. I'm gonna be honest with you. I grew up in Mobile, Alabama, and the place that we used to go was the Board of Health. And the Board of Health, wasn't the greatest place for facility wise, if you want to call it that. I mean, it was all right, and it was a kind of a free clinic situation. They have a lot of the same things that's being funded by the World Health Organization nations as well as other places. And what can I tell you? You know, they working with what they got, and it's not, you know, it's not unusable stuff that they can use it. You will have some frustrations, but I think if you actually stop and check your privilege for a second, you'll realize you have those same frustrations where you're at. You do. It's just that you feel like you can communicate it differently. I mean, we had a Mobile USA hospital which supposedly had the best equipment, but had the worst people working there. So it was no good. Anyway, guys, let me get this pickaxe. Let me get in here and get in this a little bit. I'll let y'all in a little bit. All right, guys. Whew, out of breath. Made a little bit, made some progress, making some progress. You know, took that whole pretty much area out there, and we're gonna continue. I just wanted to show you where we were at. Whew. You know, the bad part is I think this is kind of be a quarter of the way. And the reality of it is, if I go as far as I want, this whole area, and I'm thinking about going to that wall. That's the crazy part, right? All of this may be a quarter of the way. I may even do this differently. I may not go fully to the wall, but I think I might take that wall back. I mean, that back a little further and use the tanks in conjunction with this whole setup. Whew. Goddamn. It is nice. I like doing this kind of work. It makes me feel good. My toes are in the freaking mud here. And, guys, if you know, I'm retarded. Oops, I can't say that. Have to edit that one out. I'm kind of silly. Uh, in my bad, seriously. I don't mean to offend anybody out there. I was talking about myself personally. And no, it doesn't apply to anybody else. And plus, keep in mind, guys, I'm fairly an older guy, and that word at one time was not offensive. Now, back to it. I like getting my feet in the mud. I like getting out here getting dirty. Believe it or not, though, I'm somewhat of a pretty boy at heart. I will clean up, look good, but don't get it twisted. Most of the day, I'm out in the mud doing some work. It's what it is. Again, this path, this journey, this thing is called Moose's Journey. Rediscovering all that is a part of this. You know, I've gotten away a lot from who I was to make life fit, as opposed to enjoying life. As a soldier in combat, you know, we do a lot of that. You know, you adapt and overcome. You hear sayings. That becomes very real when you sit there and you know, everyday life is like that now. Let's not get it twisted. That was my PSA for the veterans out there, okay? But let's be real. Anytime you got that chocolate skin on your body, you have to work. You have to adapt to overcome a whole bunch of junk. Yeah, I can't tell you how many people have got away with the N word because I was counting my money at the time and wasn't paying no attention. But the next time I saw him, we had to get that fixed. But you also have to adapt. You can't like go completely off, especially that time because I was making some decent money. I'm not saying I'll be called that for a certain dollar amount, but I was taking care of my family at the moment, and therefore I had to kind of mediate my responses. I think I got a visitor, but I'm not sure. Usman should be coming here, guys. We're gonna go see what we can do about this. See you in a little bit. All right, YouTube family. You see who then came in. Usman then came and took over the digging. He threatened to beat me with the hose because he felt like I did too much. The man actually gave me an option, beating me with a hose or giving me so many cuts. But he didn't realize I'm a freak like that. I like being cut. Hey, that's sorry, kids. Sorry, kids. Sorry, kids. My children watch this channel, man, as well as everybody else's children. Anyway, but yeah, but daddy is a freak like that. Stop it, stop it, stop it. So I chose the cuts. Anyway, um, I think guys, the idea of trying to complete this in a day is not going to happen. We know that. I think we probably take it as far as we're gonna take it. I'm hoping to get to that wall, but that may not happen. We may stop this and get the drilling out a boat that broke again, and I'll start on this again maybe tomorrow sometime because I think I think Sergio has a naming ceremony. I think to attend tomorrow. I don't know. They keep changing plans on me. Like, okay, guys, if you're coming over to the Gambia and you're getting involved with any form of relationship, even if it's a friendly relationship, most things in the Islamic community, I'm gonna say it that way. If someone has a funeral, you're expected to attend. No invite, just come. Um, Naming ceremonies for children, same thing. Uh, Basically, that whole invitation stuff, that's all us Westerners doing there. Okay? And it's expected, really, for you to come. Um, I didn't realize, but I think I had partially offended a few people when I first got here, especially living here in the village. Somebody would mention a naming ceremony, and I didn't know nothing about it. I'll go to the mosque and do our Friday prayers, and they'll announce, and I didn't know because I didn't know what they were saying. So, and even if I knew what they were saying, I would think that I had to be directly invited, so I wouldn't have come. I am getting in the motions of showing up for these events. Uh, I didn't realize how much of a mental change it would be to deal with just coming to an event that you're not invited to. I have been actually asked to not attend two different funerals of people I had a great deal of admiration for. So, and that was in the U.S., not here. Um, so, um, what was I was going with something on that naming ceremony thing for you to know. One, come to the invitations. Two, marriage and children are a big thing here. Family is a major component of the life and the belief. The expanding of the dunya, which is of course the believing class, or it's you know that's very important. And that goes along with our topic for today. While who's just clearing out this hole in Islam, and Muslim man is allowed to marry within the Jews and the Christians. It names two other branches of the Islamic family. I mean, of the Abrahamic family. Um, However, one group, a lot of people didn't know who they were anymore, so they thought they kind of disappeared. That was the Magi, because a lot of the Magi's became idol worshippers, but there were still those who, as we know, the Magi, the three Magi's that came to visit the baby Christ in the Bible, they were still around. Okay. um, the other group is the Sabians, and the Sabians all became Muslim at some point. So that's why they don't. Why you doing dirt on me? You see this guy? You see what I got to do? And then he gonna throw the dirt on the phone. I left the phone. Look at this guy. This guy here. Throw it to the wall. To the wall. Anyway, what was the play? What was I saying? Oh, so a Muslim can marry a Christian woman, and no, she does not have to become a Muslim, because the fact is, the dunya is all the Abrahamic families. As long as they believe in the one God of Abraham, that's it. He can marry a Jew. Now, Jews have a certain rule about marrying outside of their belief as well. So, uh, but with that being said, I like to bring that topic up so you can understand that we're all one family still. That's never changed. All that was is ideologies of people wanting to control certain things, not what the belief teaches. All right, guys. Booze needs a break. Probably need some water. We'll see y'all in a little bit. I need to get this shovel out of his hands. All right, guys. So that's only about 16 foot down. I mean, 16 foot, 16 inches down. So it's 16 inches down, 6 foot long, and about 8 foot wide. Um, Still expecting a lot of fish in here, but we're gonna probably be pulling them pretty fast. I mean, normally harvester weight would be a 1 pound or half a kilo. Like I told y'all earlier in this video, I'm still getting the metric system down. I come from the South. They didn't teach metric that much. They didn't teach metric at all, really. We knew the system exists. and that was about it. Anyway, Usman's here. As y'all can see over there, he's tormenting the chickens. Now, just wetting that area up so all the bugs can come to the surface and they can eat, as well as he's trying to slightly cool them off. I don't know why he's torturing those chickens. Anyway, it's pretty warm here all the time, guys. I want to say that before I go into this statement. We're wetting this area up for two purposes. One, we're gonna scoop that last little bit of dirt out after the video's over. And we're just gonna either soften, because we're down to the very beginning of a clay area. If we go down a little further, we'll be deep into some clay, which is fine. As a matter of fact, will probably save me money on concrete when I think about it. But and yes, we're gonna come back in here, concrete this surface, and at that point I gotta make a decision if I'm gonna really put tile around it or not. This is a rental, so we're trying to make it look nice for when the owners take back over. Now, this is just a model for the larger fishery that we plan to put up in the village in Josabo. By the way, all these revenues, YouTube's included, are going towards building the areas up. The village, well, we've done some things here. I think I've showed some videos on some of the things we've done. The kitchen across the street. There's been a lot of stuff, okay? Let me just say that much. The garden, the women's empowerment garden for the elderly women in Josabo. Got the borehole, the garden's going up, the fencing's going up. So all these things help. So we need to build in more revenues. Now, for everybody out there in YouTube world, the easiest thing that you can do for us is click, like, subscribe, and share. Yes, you're showing me a little bit of clay, but that's just a little bit of clay. We got to get deeper than that if we going to. But I got a couple of people out there who do specialize in um, aquaponics. My brother from Together We Grow. I asked him to take a look at this. I'm gonna kind of rush this video so he can see what we're working with here. I know I probably should go down another 4 foot. I'm not. I don't think I am. But if you come back with some comments on reasons why you think I should, uh, one of the things I want you to consider, it's very warm here. Almost every day out here is a 90-degree day. And who's got a kink in that hose? Still got another, well, I'm trying. Let me go help him get this kink done, y'all. I was trying not to turn the camera. Oh, and then he got it worked out as soon as I stepped over there and messed up my view and got something stuck in my foot. Anyway, so, um, where was I going with this? If you got any comments about these fish and how to take care of them, don't worry about that water we putting in there, guys. That water is not treated at all, so we ain't got to worry about that. Yeah. But my other points are, do I need to really go down deeper than this? This did take a good bit of energy to get dug out today. But if we need to go deeper, that mud's going to be harder. That clay is going to be harder. So uh, I'm only looking at housing about at max 800 fish here, and that's with me pulling a lot of them before harvesting size. Oh, God, I think that's where I was at earlier. Harvesting size normally is about a pound or a half kilo. They make a lot of dishes out of here with the little small fish. They see my fingers? Smaller than that. They take like about 10 of them and make certain meals out of them. So I don't know if I need to worry about stunting the growth or not. So this is not going, and this pond will be segregated between the breeder colonies, which will probably be up front here, right down there. And then the rest of this will be left for the fish to grow out in. Any comments? Let me know, guys. All right, we're going to get back at this. Why are you running that goat off? Leave that goat alone. You know goats don't like water. See Ooze being mischievous over there, messing with everything. All right, we're out of here, guys. Let me get down here and dig out the rest of this dirt. And As you can hear in the background, it's time for prayer. So, assalamu alaikum. Peace be unto you. Y'all have a good day out there. See y'all next time. Inshallah.
Take it to the next level.